Hey everyone, it's Anne at Soul City Scented, where we discuss artsy, weirdo, vintage, indie, and niche perfumery. If you like that, you're in the right place. Thank you so much for joining me again. I would like to talk about a sample this morning that I sprayed and went, what? This is great. Okay. I'm really excited to talk about this actually. So, this is a sample of a fragrance called Primavera by an indie company called Fable and Canon. So, I want to know, first thing that comes to mind, if you see Primavera on a label, what do you think? And I'll talk about what my immediate assumption was. So again, you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so let's talk about the house history briefly. There's not much. The fragrance, the notes, where I'd wear this, etc., and then comparables. So Fable and Canon is Fable, Fable, ampersand, Canon, as a house, but their website is fableandcanon.com. I actually don't know anything about this house, really. And to be honest, this is the only sample that I have from them, so I'm impressed anyway. So, as an about on their website, it says Fable and Canon is the product of several long love affairs, lovely scents in all their forms, mythology, literature, and the arts, and is using beautiful bath and body products as a form of self care. So, they do lotion, soap, fragrances, etc., fragrance oils. So, they were formed in 2020, and a lot of their creations seem to be based, again, in Roman or Greek mythology or art, which is cool. So Primavera, for instance, was based on a Botticelli painting. If you Google that, what that is, it's I guess, a biblical reference, I think. There's a bunch of ladies standing in a garden. There's a cherub over top. The garden is actually probably more so an orchard of like orange blossom trees. And then there's a girl getting carried away by one of Satan's demons. So it's just think of that vibe as the painting. I didn't know the reference background that Primavera was actually a painting by Botticelli. I'd seen the painting, but didn't know the name. So again, if you Google that, you might get an understanding of what the fragrance might be. So what I thought this was a tomato-based fragrance. I saw Primavera and went, okay, Primavera sauce, tomatoes. And I have Youp, What About Adam, as well as Rosassi Shura in my collection. So I was like, I don't need another strong tomato-based fragrance. Let's just not do that. But anyways, let's get to the notes. Hold on, please. Okay, sorry. So the notes, this is one of their spring and summer from 2024. I know nothing about the name of these people that own the house or anything, so apologies. But it says Primavera is inspired by Botticelli's incredible painting of the same name. This new scent transports you to a light, breezy springtime revel in a grove of orange trees. I want some reveling. Notes are delicate white tea, flowering orange blossoms, a soft cup. Hold, please. A soft carpet of moss, soil, and morning dew with a hint of sacred myrtle and aromatic laurel leaves on the breeze. So when I spray this, you get the white tea a little bit, but what really dominates is orange blossom. Like, oh my gosh, it's one of the most close to orange blossom absolute that's been obviously diluted in a fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. And I'm not kidding. Like, it is in your face. Oh my God, orange blossom. It's really, really, really pretty. And I wasn't expecting that, right? I was expecting tomatoes. So to go from tomato, which is great, to orange blossom, my mind was pleasantly betwixt about that. And then you do get moss. So it's what I really smell. It feels like I'm looking at a fragrance that is on the ground. There is mossy soil, and then the orange blossoms have fallen on the ground and got squished into the dirt. So it's that really what's coming out again is moss, soil, and orange blossom. I've only worn this for like an hour or so, so I don't know if we're getting to the myrtle and laurel leaves. And I don't really know what a breeze would smell like, so that might be one of those fantasy notes that I have to kind of wrap my brain around first. But I think it's nice, right? So I have 2 sprays, actually 3 sprays, I lied. So I would not wear this in public, honestly, from the get because of the soil component. If it were just the orange blossoms, the moss, the leaf, the soil can be off-putting to some people. Like if I spray fragrances that have a soil note in them or some soil accord, everyone in my house is like, that is terrible. Get it off. Oh my God, you stink. And that might be a source of spite sprays if you want to go that way. But I would be comfortable wearing it in public because I don't mind wearing soil-based fragrances. But again, if you're going to a sensitive location, school, public transit, doctor, hospital, you might want to leave this one at home, um, because this might be concerning for some folks in those environments. But maybe give it one spray and see how it goes. Um, I'll spray it again. What the hell? It is okay. It's so tea and so orange. See, the tea's out now more that I'm warmer. I was very cold this morning. And yeah, the moss. Okay. I can kind of get a breezy component. I would have not known that's what I was kind of smelling. I just would have went with morning dew. But regardless, I don't know of a comparable fragrance, honestly, like this. I haven't looked through the website indiescentlibrary.com, so it's INDIESCENT library, LIBRARY.com. There might be a comparable fragrance to this. There are a couple comparable garden type fragrances that I have. I'm thinking of a couple from Alchemia specifically. What other one? Well, that's really the best one, I think. One from La La Land Scents, but she's unfortunately closed her house. Yeah, there are definitely more than a few, again, garden, like wet garden type indie oils, but what I haven't come across is one with such a beautiful orange blossom note in it, right? So that's why I was really surprised. So comparables in my mind, there are none. And how it makes me feel like, so I was putting on a spring scent because it's been raining here in Pittsburgh the whole week, hence low pressure, migraines, making everything that much more enjoyable. But I wanted something to replicate that smell, right? So I'm going to put on What About Adam? So I'll talk about that later on today, because I have some time. But I want that orange blossom, soil, and tomato to all mix together just because it sounds amazing to me. And scents like that, like scent combinations that are playful like that, if I'm doing something that's extremely mentally taxing, I need something like that that's an unusual smell that is kind of interesting and exciting to keep my brain active. So it'll be kind of fun to make those be friends later on today. Okay, so what did we miss? We talked about this Primavera sample from the house of Fable and Canon. I have not checked anything out from them. Sorry, the focus is terrible. We talked about the notes. We went over the house history a little bit, comparables, none, where I'd wear this, how it makes me feel. So if you guys do get a chance to check out, I don't know, again, anything about this house, except a lot of them, their fragrances seem pretty cool. I actually have an oil from them I lied called the Hustler. Now that I didn't realize that was theirs. And that one we'll talk about again some other time, but the notes for that one are a buttery soft leather jacket thrown carelessly over a chair. I can agree with that. This suede boots, cashmere sheets, and velvety soft fingertips. So that one actually is nice. And I don't think I have anything else, but there is one called the Mad Woman that I want to get. It's night blooming jasmine and lily. So Amanda, you would like that. Aromatic garden herbs, delicate musk, creeping ivy, and then again soil. So yeah, there's more than a few that I'd like to try from this house. They have a rose jam one. Oh, it's marshmallow. Never mind. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend, had a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.